just in case one of us doesn't survive. Now we just have to make sure the brakes work.
Out of smoke. Uh-oh. We might have blown something. This is not good at all. Uh-oh.
I know this isn't the time or the place.
If I hear you say that one more time, dirty little biscuit.
Welcome back, guys. Or if you're new to my channel, this is Automotive Anonymous, and I'm currently in Aaron's Volkswagen garage with a Mark IV and a Mark V Jetta over there. This one specifically, though, is a 1991 Mark II, and it has a VR6 2.9 liter engine with a big turbocharger in the back. We're going to take it on the road. We're going to see how it drives, and we're going to see how it does on one of the initial startups and maiden cruises in this new platform. It is going to be heavily modified, heavily built. The interior bits, everything else is going to be cleaned up and completely put back together in the near future. And if you guys want to watch more of this vehicle or any of his other Jettas or his other Mark II that is currently being painted, which this one was painted about a month ago, let me know by liking this video, comment your thoughts and opinions below. And if you want to see more stuff like this, more projects, just let me know that as well. Otherwise, let's get back on the road and we're going to see what happens today, just in case one of us doesn't survive. VR6 turbo.
Yep.
Completely redone interior. This thing is a gem. This might just be Aaron's nicest Volkswagen.
It will be with an interior in it.
And there'll be more coming soon. VR6, 6-cylinder, not quite a V, not a very wide V.
It's a
and
2.9.
2.9 liter.
Yep.
With a big spinny boy turbo,
Yep.
hiding in the back, and a very dusty windshield.
Yep.
There's really not much more you could ask for.
It's a very big turbo.
Open country road.
Two Autotech 262 cams and a heavily ported polished cylinder head. And you'll feel that in a minute.
There might be one or two squeaks and rattles. Now we just have to make sure the brakes work. You can definitely hear that turbo.
That was just a burnout.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Wow. Out of smoke. Uh-oh. We might have blown something. This is not good at all. Uh-oh. What?
Are you okay?
Yeah, we hope. So,
Thank you.
yep. Right. Houston, we have a problem.
Well, while Aaron's finding out if his baby just took a bath, check out that big turbo. What kind of turbo is this again?
It's a T3, T4. Yep. Oh my God. What did I just do?
What do you think happened?
What I hope didn't happen, but I might have just blown a head gasket.
There is some fluid right there on that. Is that a coolant hose right there?
Yep.
Shoot. Oh, yeah, it's leaking.
You know, be running, but what's going on with this starter? That's what's so weird about it. see anything going on?
No, there's not really any more fluid coming out, and then just a little bit of white smoke coming out the back as it tries to crank.
Almost like it through a head gasket or a rod. It's just weird.
Well, hey, you guys take care. You got AAA.
Yeah. Thanks so much for stopping.
Thank you so much.
Do you want me to
man.
give them a call?
See their availability if you don't mind.
Okay.
So, and stock head bolts because I'm using low boost, and I thought with low boost that would be okay. Because usually with this tune and this side of injectors and this low boost, your factory head gasket usually does hold up.
Yeah, well, if it's the weak link, that's okay too,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it's better that than a head.
Exactly. Or hopefully I just
Piston
melt a
rod.
piston or throw a rod. But it sounds a little sketchy when you try to turn it over. That's why I'm like, oh my God, did I do something wrong?
Other than whatever maybe that was, there's no other fluid on the ground though, like if a rod
just
went through.
antifreeze, yeah. Well, yeah, God, if the rod went through the block, I'd be done. That would be
And
really
we'd know that by now,
because
right?
that block is so expensive.
We'd have to put you on suicide watch.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, I'm serious, Carl. When I crank it, it does not sound good. That's why I'm like, this might be worse than a head gasket. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like,
And wouldn't you hear it if a rod went through? Wouldn't it be loud enough to
yeah.
outdo the other noises?
Well, it's hard to say, you know what I mean? So, should have done a little better job of keeping the tension on.
It's not an easy job though.
No.
That is really nice that you have the recovery point.
Yes. And really awesome neighbors.
I know this isn't the time or the place, Aaron, but my only concern in general is like if you ever get a tow strap recovery stuff, shouldn't you have soft shackles from the stories of where the hook can come through the windshield if it breaks off and like just impale you, you know?
Hail me?
Yeah.
Well, I need a new windshield anyway.
Well, you won't be the owner of the vehicle any longer if that happens. I've been watching enough Matt's off-road recovery at least a few months ago to learn just about that little trick. Because I had, like, when I had the FJ Cruiser and stuff, I used to have just like a basic one too, which I've never used. And then realized, like, oh, soft shackles are probably the way to go, so then it can't fling off and have the weight of the metal hook.
Something I upgraded again though. So now this means that I gotta do a stage 4 now?
Either that or an LS swap.
Yeah.
Hey, you could even go full EV powertrain.
Oh, shit, you know. If I hear you say that one more time, you dirty little biscuit. She's beautiful. She's fast.
She is.
She's broken. Well, but since you're here and hanging out.
Time for a compression test.
Yep.
Comment below, do you think it's a rod knock or do you think it's a head gasket? What is the compression test gonna find?
It's not energizing and trying to spit more fuel into it as well.
Uh-huh.
So I'll show you what.
And then you'll try to crank it with
That is just wet. Huh. Wetter than wet. That's what it is. Okay, we'll find out.
Let me know when you're ready to crank. All right. Compression test number 1. That was fun.
That was crazy.
Compression test number 2. Whoa. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh gosh. Again?
Yep.
What's it saying?
It's head gasket.
Okay, so there is some compression. Okay, good.
That's the only one I need to do.
Okay.
You know what's coming?
And
you
it
know
wouldn't.
What's happening right now?
And it wouldn't be both. It couldn't be a rod, which I mean we didn't see oil on the ground, but it wouldn't be both head gasket and that, right?
You see what's happening? Like, antifreeze is just spraying out of that cylinder.
Yeah.
So, yeah, oil's fine. It's not mixing with the oil, which is good, but, yep. He made me blow up a head gasket because I was showing off.
Don't make me do it again. Have you had very many head gaskets go out on you in the past?
I've blown more head gaskets than I want to talk about.
Have you ever blown them when you have like ARP head studs and
No,
and
usually.
a better gasket? It's just the factory ones.
Skating on thin ice. You need to dry this antifreeze off of the paint. I don't mind.
So ultimately, the VR6 turbo is back in the garage and it has compression no more. So the intake manifold and the head is going to have to come off. After talking to Aaron, he actually left that as a weak point. He didn't do ARP head studs like he did for the whole bottom end, where it's completely forged, completely built. And he even left the stock head gasket on this build just so that that would be the failure point if something were to happen. The boost gauge is also not on yet. There's a few other bits that are not quite there yet. He just wanted to full send it and see what happened. And this is reality. You don't just build vehicles, they work perfectly. In the real world, there's problem after problem, especially when you have a project car, especially when you have a 35-year-old project car like this. So I'm excited to video more of this car and others and other project cars. If you guys are interested too, just let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, this was a really fun day. Aaron thankfully knows what he's doing, and probably in the next 2 days or after he gets the new head gasket and the new ARP head studs, this car is going to be back up stronger than ever. He's going to turn up the boost. He's going to do more things, but it is still slightly a working project. And anyways, this was a very fun video to make. I hope you guys had at least 10% as much fun as we had filming it, driving it, experiencing it, and listening to the turbo blow off noises. And with that said, I wish you guys the best. I hope you take care, and until next time, see ya.